Hello, Waterford Street School first grade and kindergarten families. This is Principal Martin, and I just wanted to take a few moments to introduce myself and welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year at Waterford Street School. This is my 21st year in Gardner, working in the public schools, and my third year as principal at Waterford. I have 5 children, 4 of whom are school age, so I know how much anxiety a lot of families are feeling as we start this very unusual year. It is certainly the most unique start to any school year I've experienced. That said, we are committed here at Waterford, and I know that I have every confidence the staff will give families and children an experience that provides joy, achievement, and caring. Our staff is dedicated, warm, and show much love to all their students, and I am fully confident that that will happen in this remote environment in the same way it does when students are in person here in Waterford. So, speaking of how the school year is going to start, we are starting in a remote learning model. This is a bit different than what was experienced in the spring, and it's also different from homeschool. One of the biggest differences is that during this remote learning, teachers will be sending out a Zoom link, and the morning session will be 2 to 3 hours in which students will log into that Zoom link and be able to see their teacher and classmates as the teachers go through their planned lessons. Now, we fully understand that young students are not always the best and have the attention span to sit for 2 to 3 hours listening to their teacher. Because of this, that morning session where some important subjects like math and reading are covered, there will be many breaks and opportunities for independent practice. So kids have time away from the screen, which we know is important. The afternoons will incorporate more independent lessons using the Seesaw app, while still meeting the 5 hours of learning time required by the state. Speaking of requirements by the state, we also are required to take attendance during this remote learning. If your child attends the majority of the morning Zoom session, they will be marked as present. If, for some reason, families are not able to get their child on for those morning sessions, but they are able to submit some of the work given during those sessions and throughout the day, by 3 o'clock, they will also still be considered present. We understand there are a lot of working families and a lot of challenges that may happen as families navigate this new learning environment. And we, of course, will be flexible and understanding and work to help all families overcome these barriers. So please reach out if you are experiencing challenges, and we'll see what we can do to ensure that your child is able to participate as best they can. We very much hope that our students and families will be able to not only live up to our vision of having a joyful, caring, and achievement-oriented experience here at Waterford, but I also wanted to share with you some of our school values. And the 3 main school values are, well, you know what? Rather than, you guys have been all listening to me talk for a while, rather than have me share information about our school values, I thought maybe it'd be good to have our school mascot, Daryl the dog, here, who's with me here, explain them for you. Daryl, you up for that?
Roof! Sure am!
Daryl, could you tell students and families what our school values are?
Sure can. Here at Waterford, we're safe, respectful, and responsible.
Thanks, Daryl. My one question, though, is this is a weird learning environment in that where students are learning remotely. And I know you know and I know what it means to be safe, respectful, and responsible when students are here. But could you tell kids and families at home how to be safe, respectful, and responsible when they're learning through a computer or iPad?
Roof! Sure can. Well, some ways you can be safe are never ever give out a link your teacher sends you to anyone else. That link's for you and for your classmates only.
Thanks, Daryl. That's some good advice. How about being responsible?
Roof! Well, an easy way to be responsible is to pay attention to your teacher and do what they ask you to do even if you're looking at them through a screen.
Great advice, Daryl. Anything else?
Roof. Well, yeah, it might be a great idea that you do your work in a part of your home where you can focus and concentrate.
That is being responsible, Daryl. Thanks for that. Daryl, what about being respectful? What can we do there?
Well, an easy way to be respectful is to say nice things to people that you're on a computer with. In the same way, you should say nice and kind things to people when you're in school.
That makes sense, Daryl. Any other ways to be respectful?
Roof. Well, it's always a good idea to dress appropriately, kind of like what you would wear for school. And also, if you're not talking or your teacher says to mute yourself, you click the little microphone button, and that will make it so that people don't get distracted by you during your teacher's lessons.
Thanks, Daryl. That's some great advice. Is that it?
Well, yeah, that's it. Except, mind if I tell a joke?
Sure, Daryl.
What's on top of a house?
I'm not sure, Daryl. What's on top of a house?
A roof. A roof. Get it?
Oh, I get it. Thanks for that, Daryl.
No problem. Have a great year.
Thanks, Daryl. Lastly, it's worth noting that while staff has been trained in and has practiced using many of these remote learning apps, inevitable mistakes will likely happen. We just ask that you extend some grace, patience, and understanding as these inevitable mistakes occur. Similarly, we know that many families will experience some hiccups from now and again as we navigate this new remote learning environment, and we will also have patience, grace, and understanding. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out either through email or phone, and I'll be happy to address them. Have a great year.